Push over.
Welcome, one and all, to Paddy Burke Memorial Park in Milltown here for today's Bon Secours-sponsored County Junior A final between Ballymacelligott and Cromane. My own name is Aidan Clifford. I'm joined today by Breda O'Shea on co-commentary for what promises to be a fantastic final and a fantastic decider in what has been a very, very competitive championship. Welcome, Breda.
Welcome. It's a beautiful day for a game of football, it must be said.
It is, considering we are in mid-October, a phenomenal day really for a game of football. Very little breeze, certainly one that will only maybe add to the game and certainly not take away from it, as the teams, as you can see on your screens, are going through their final warm-ups. We've just, I suppose, have time to go through the teams. As you can see on your screens, the Ballymac team first, and you'll see there shortly, you'll see the team sheet as lined out, but there are a couple of changes to the programme that you can see there. In goal for Ballymacelligott is number 1 Robin White. Coming in wearing number 21 at right cornerback is Eve Creedon, and she'll be joined in the full back line by number 3 Keelan Enright and 4 Una Kearns-Morrissey. Number 5 is Emily O'Brien, number 6 Jamie Lee O'Connor, and number 7 is Anna Collins. The captain, number 8, is Aisling O'Connell. She's joined at midfield by number 9, Roisin Rahilly. While number 10 is Rachel Creedon, 11, Cora Savage, and 12 is Sarah Scanlon. Coming in wearing number 19 is Team Zanley O'Connor is the number 19, coming in right corner forward, where she will be joined by number 14, Rachel Griffin, and 15, Kate Collins. The Cromane team line out as follows. In goals, number 1, Adele Murphy. Coming in wearing number 19 for Cromane at right cornerback is Orla Dunphy, and she'll be joined in the full back line by number 3, Orla Burke, and 4, Shola O'Donovan. Number 5 is Cyan Corkery, 6, Shannon Foley, and 7 is Roisin Smith. Coming in wearing number 17 at midfield is number 17 is Nisha Burke, and she'll be joined midfield by number 9, Leona O'Sullivan. Number 10 is Mary Kate Smith, 11, Cora Joy, and 12 is Emily O'Sullivan. 13, Saoirse Harkin, 14 is Emer Burke, and 15, Roisin Griffin. Breda, there's a couple of changes there, and they'll probably have an impact on the teams as they line out in the field. There'll be a few positional switches, Ballymac particularly, because you can see one or two changes there where a couple of the forwards might be further back in the field due to the changes. Yeah,
from what we're being led to believe, Rachel Griffin might actually end up in the halfway line instead of full forward. So that's a big positional change. Rachel Griffin would be a go-to player for them, so I'm not too sure why they're dragging her all the way back. On the other side then, the loss of Cromane, their captain, yes, sometimes that can be good or bad. Will it drive the girls on to actually do it for her because she's on the bench? I know she missed the semi-final as well, so obviously it's a long-term injury. But both these sides met each other last year in the semi-final, so they know each other ins and outs. So that's where management are coming into play with all these positional changes.
And we can see that the two sides are just meeting. Our match referee for today, who is Grania Sands, and we wish her and her team of officials the very best for today. The captain of Cromane, who does not start this game, but she did go in for the throw-in there, you saw, is Maureen Duffy. She, as you say, would be a big loss. A couple of positional changes there. Nisha Burke possibly will be a defender maybe. You might see Mary Kate Smith, of course, sister of Roisin Smith, the Kerry senior, but a star in her own right, and certainly one for the future, Mary Kate. She might very well go to midfield there. We could see that. I suppose only time will tell there. But there are stars of Kerry, past, present and future on stage.
Well, there's an all-star out there today, inside in goal for Cromane, Adele Murphy. Yeah. She was the goalkeeper all-star back in 2010 for the Kerry ladies. Yeah,
Kerry's only all-star that year actually. And she was Kerry goalkeeper for a number of years, Adele, and she's a huge addition to the Cromane side. But elsewhere, looking at Cromane, I mentioned Roisin Smith there, number 7. She might not be playing left wing back. She could be maybe in midfield as well. But outside of Roisin, who was a Kerry senior this year, there are at least half this team. I think 5 of the 6 forwards have worn a Kerry jersey at some level for Cromane. So there's certainly plenty of firepower in attack.
And you have Roisin Rahilly on the other side as well, and she was in with the Kerry squad as well this year and got a few runs.
And Robin White as well, of course, the goalkeeper, has also recently wore Kerry green and gold. So certainly plenty to watch, and plenty to watch on the live stream here on YouTube for the Junior A final. The teams are making their way
I think they were going to go in a procession. We have a
That's exactly
piper
what's
out in the middle of the field there.
There's a piper from, I think it might be the Clordan District Pipe Band. It looks certainly like their uniform out there, and they are going to be led around the field for the procession before our national anthem, I take it. The two sets of subs have made their way to the sideline. So just a few of the preliminaries to go through. But while we do, we'll I suppose have another look as well. A couple of players to pick out from today. As you can see, they have started their procession. There's one name who has been flying this year, and she was a star really at underage level. She went off, qualified as a physio above in Dublin, probably played less and less football over the years, but she's back locally again, and she's a major playmaker for Cromane. That's Cora Joy, number 11. And she's a big addition, but you've got Emer Burke is a big focal point at the fulcrum of the attack there.
Yeah, she's a focal point. Like she got, Emer Burke got 1-6, I think, in the semi-final, and Roisin Griffin on the other corner got 2 goals. And that's one thing I did notice looking back on the scorelines of the games leading up to this. Cromane liked their goals. So Ballymacelligott are going to have to close down that avenue because, like, yes, against Legion, I think it was 10 goals Cromane got, but even in the semi-final against Spa, they scored 3-8 to 1-6. To get here. So Cromane like hitting the back of the net. Ballymacelligott on the other side, they've had a steady climb to get back into this final, having lost last year after extra time to Abbey Dorney. So they've a bit of a grievances to get over. Cromane want to get to that final. Ballymacelligott stopped them. I think it was Sarah Scanlon kicked a point in the last minute of the game to give Ballymacelligott the win in the semi-final last year, but unfortunately then they lost out to Abbey Dorney after extra time.
We might be drowned out here as the two teams lead their way. It looks like Roisin Griffin is the Cromane captain that leads the team around in Maureen Duffy's absence. So the vice captain must be there, Roisin. I think if you can still hear us, there's a great crowd here in the stand, it must be said. But looking at Ballymac there as well, you mentioned Rachel Griffin earlier. She will have 14 in her back, likely to be playing much deeper, but she is as well. She's going to get on an awful lot of ball. She will be fairly high up on the possession stakes. She
is going to get on an awful lot of ball, but what I'm wondering is if she is going back there, is it to counter the likes of the run of Roisin Smith coming in, and that she'll break down that on the other side, because Roisin Smith does like to carry the ball from wing back for Cromane. So I'm not too sure about taking a full back and putting them into the half back line. If your position is full forward, there's a reason your position is full forward, and that's that you're able to turn and hit for goals. So sometimes, I don't know, does tactics become too more important than actually playing football?
Yeah, well, I think Anna Collins actually as well, she's 7 on her back. We're hearing she might be the one that goes forward, and she might be playing somewhat of a corner forward position from what we're being told. So only time will tell, as they say, and we might see a couple of more changes. Other than that, the sides are just about making their way back to the original position. I imagine, will have our on the V in the national anthem there after that. But it must be said as well, Breda, as we look up and down, there's a fine crowd here. Of course, there's lovely weather helps to get people out on a Saturday afternoon, but it's a great crowd here for both sides. I was here early. I was here 45 minutes before the game, and the place was fairly full by then. It's really hard to find a place to park the car, you know.
Yeah, no, and I do believe down in one section of the grounds down there, they were doing face painting and everything like that for the kids in their team's colours. So it just gets everybody more involved. Of course, the Ballymacelligott crowd have already had victory on the men's side this year when they won the Junior Premier. So maybe that's why they're coming to add this to their trophy cabinet.
Well, they're looking
and Cromane as well on the other side.
Ballymac are looking to do the double at junior at the third tier of Championship football in Kerry. But Cromane may now, of course, won the novice as we pause for our on the Bean. Our Piper brings our on at the into close, and that's another thing that adds to the occasion. It's a great occasion for the players to have that aspect before the game.
Yeah, because it is a county final. So it just sets the scene. It sets exactly, this is different than any other game. This is to win the junior championship and to move up into intermediate. And there is a big push in the last couple of years on making the championships in Kerry ladies that bit more competitive, and that's driven as well by the success of the senior, because you have more players coming in, you have more people wanting to play, more girls wanting to play and push on their own local club. So it does go back to that thing of comradeship. Like, they're girls probably that have played with each other for 10, 15 years maybe outside there on that field, and it's to get that silverware into your hands.
Just take a look there at the Ballymac team have made their way onto their positions, and we were right in saying Rachel Griffin lines out at left half back on the number 7 position, on the far side from us there. Well, number 5 Emily O'Brien goes back into the
cornerback.
The midfield one will be an interesting one. Roisin Smith certainly lines out at midfield and it might be the 2 splits actually. Mary Kate and Roisin going for the throw-in for Cromane. That's who it is, and nothing more to say really, but for Grania Sands to throw the ball in. And she's just waiting to have her time. We're running slightly behind time. It's 3:35 as the ball is thrown in, and it's Cromane and Mary Kate Smith to come down with it. Mary Kate carries forward under pressure and over carries it there, and that might be a little cheeky.
I think she thought it was going the other way.
Yeah, but there certainly was a hand in there, but it's a quick free for Ballymac, and done well there by Leona Sullivan. But if Ballymac come forward,
that's Tina Donnelly O'Connor.
Yeah, who's still on the ball. Cora Savage now. Savage, lovely ball in, but it's well taken there by Shola Donovan.
The thought was right, but it just
execution let her down. Yeah, as Cromane come out with it. Here's Orla Dunphy. Orla outright looking for Nisha Burke. 3 Burke sisters on the field for Cromane today, of course. Orla at fullback, Nisha and full forward Emer.
Yeah, family affair. I know. They're just holding on to possession. They're waiting for a break.
All the way to Cyan Corkery, another fantastic footballer looking to get on the ball. But there's going to be a free that way, I think. No, indeed, there's no free given as Ballymac take possession. And now the whistle goes. Yeah.
But she didn't even give advantage for that, because even the Cromane player pulled her hand back that she thought she had given the free.
The players looked at the referee and there was no hand up, but right was done in the end anyway as Ballymac have their free. And taken quickly in. Well done, well won by Cora Savage. Cora Savage gets onto her favourite right foot. Around she comes. Passed inside. There's the first shot of the game. It's Kate Collins.
Wide,
right post. First shot, minute and a half gone, and it is still scoreless as is Adele Murphy, as we said, a 2010 All-Star. Adele in goals will have her first kick out of the game. Taken short to Saoirse Harkin. Quick hands get the ball up the field to Shannon Foley. Excellently moved forward there through Emily O'Sullivan. And here's Cora Joy, her first chance to get on the ball. Roisin Rahady for company. She passes back to Roisin Griffin. Roisin gives it back to Emily O'Sullivan. All the way to Emer Burke. Cyan Corkery is wide open here on the left hand side as it gets there. Here's Roisin Griffin. Now Cyan Corkery.
The avenue was cut down.
She had advantage of a free there.
Yeah. But if she had given the pass, if she had got the pass earlier when she was free, it was an easy tap over point from then. But by the time she got the pass, Ballymacelligott had got players back on her.
Emer Burke is the Cromane free taker. She's going to have Cromane's first shot of the game. Emer is going short and drops into the goalkeeper's hand, but falls to Cora Joy. Oh, lovely dummy hop by Cora. Excellent stop on the line. Saving a goal. I'm just trying to see who it is down there, but a super goal line clearance. That's as good a goal on the other end there, Breda.
Oh, totally. And Cora Joy did everything right. She dummied the keeper and she turned back. But that's why you always coach that you get bodies back on the line as soon as anything drops short like that. And Ballymacelligott did that superbly. They covered the whole goal line.
I think it was Emily O'Brien that was on the line there. And she got the vital clearance. It's going to be a 45 once the ball gets sent out to them.
Found and sent out.
And Leona O'Sullivan is going to take it. It was a pity for Cora Joy, though, because it was a wonderful dummy hop that took 2 or 3 players out of it.
Yes, it totally did, and she had the keeper totally put the wrong way.
It's taken there and sent backwards to Cyan Cockery, who gives it to Leona O'Sullivan, out to Saoirse Harkin. Here's Shannon Foley, gives it in now to Leona O'Sullivan, and there's a contest for possession here, and it is Ballymac come up with it. Going excellently there.
Going excellently. The pass was just too loose from Cromane. It didn't find the player with intent.
Captain's role there by Aisling O'Connell, taking it upon herself to win that ball back, and it's Ballymac now who charge forward past the 45. There was a push, there was a push on her there as Cora Savage. No, it's not Cora Savage, it's actually going to be Sarah Scanlon coming out to take this one.
Yeah. She kicked the influential point last year as well between the two sides.
Jamie Lee O'Connor was the one that was fouled that time. Here's Rachel Griffin. Rachel Griffin passes it. Here is Cora Savage, back to Rachel. Kate Collins. Vital touch, I'd say, by Shannon Foley. We'll see. It's a 45. Big touch there by Shannon Foley just to stop that chance. But they're quite. The two 14s are quite similar in to look at them athletically, aren't they? They're tall.
Yeah, they're tall,
players.
and they're well able to win their own possession inside. But both sides, in just like what, we're only 5.5 minutes into the game. Both sides are actually attacking this. They're going for it. And it's just great to see just that attacking football, that they're trying to find that opening and that space. And we'll see now from the 45 what can they create. Yeah,
we're still waiting on our first score though. Certainly not for the want of trying. There's been great chances so far. Ballymac in possession. Here's Aisling O'Connell. Lovely pass forward, and there's another one. And here's Kate Collins. Oh, and there is our first score of the game. She was going for more, but she had set for the point she got to open the scoring. Kate Collins for Ballymacelligott had a chance of a goal there in front of her, but lovely swift move from outside, starting with Aisling O'Connell through the hands and ending at the corner forward.
Yeah, and both of all of the Ballymac players knew what was happening. They were that step ahead of their Cromane players to be able to gather the ball and have the space.
There's a few positional changes as well with Cromane. I see Saoirse Harkin is wearing 13, but she's currently just on the top of her own D as her teammate carries forward here. Well taken by Roisin Smith. Roisin is fouled, surely. Yeah, multiple tackles there and heavy hand tackles by Ballymac, giving Emer Burke a chance to redeem herself after the first effort there and get Cromane's first score.
Yeah, she's a few yards in closer than she was the last time.
Slightly bit closer, yeah.
And she'll take a few more.
Like any good free taker would, but this one just dropping left and wide again for Cromane. It'll give Robin White a chance now to settle things down and find her option in front of her. Taken and finding Rachel Griffin, but turned over. Cyan Cockery with a great turnover. And here's Emer Burke now. Emer, vital save. Super save by Robin White. Just a vital hand. That was goal bound, and it was well picked out by Emer Burke, but super save there by Robin White.
Oh, totally. And that's what you want from your keeper. She made it difficult. She was actually running backwards while she was actually doing it, but she made herself cover the space, and she just got that hand to it when the shot came in.
But it was turned over from the kick out. She had no choice but to run backwards, I suppose, because she was caught in no man's land.
No, but some goalies might actually come down and try close down that avenue,
or rush
and then
back
you
to
can
the line.
and then you can dummy them. Whereas no, she covered the goal line.
Cyan Cockery takes it, looking for Cora Joy, and Cora does very well to pick this one up. And this one is a lovely attempted pass, finds Mary Kate Smith into Roisin Griffin. Oh, hits the outside stanchions, and another chance goes to begging for Cromane.
3 goal chances. And we did speak about before the game started that Cromane like going for their goals. So obviously this is something Ballymacelligott have worked on, that get back and cover the goals. But they're 3 goal chances, and you just hope as the game goes on they don't regret them.
But Cromane will be, look, at least they're creating the chances as the other side of it. That Super move there by Cora Joy and into Mary Kate Smith. And it was Roisin Griffin with the final chance. The foul there by Orla Dunphy gives Ballymac the free. That ball goes to her Orla's opposite number, Tina Donnelly O'Connor, who carries forward and is over carries though, and excellent work back by Orla Dunphy. Forces the turnover. It's a free out. It's going to be Shannon Foley. It's Nisha Burke actually. Nisha on the ball. Taken backwards. Oh, just about lucky. Finds her teammate there, who's Shola Donovan. And there's a collision there. And play goes on. No, it's a free in. It's free into Ballymac. Sarah Scanlon. To Kate Collins. Back to Collins. Scorer have only scored so far, of course. And she is fouled, and it's going to be a free in. And a very kickable free for Ballymac. Yeah, and it's great to see both sides are actually set on attacking. That as soon as they see that gap, they're moving forward. We've seen that a few times up with Cromane, and we've seen it there with Ballymacelligott, that Kate Collins was looking for that, or Roisin Griffin, was looking for that space. Wide is bad. Wide. That one wide, and it's never threatened the goal really. And that let off for Cromane as Edel Murphy slowly makes her way out, gives her teammates a chance to compose themselves and get out to the outfield positions. They're kind of cluttered inside in the middle of the field, but it's taken short anyway, gone through Nisha Burke onto Shola Donovan and out to Orla Burke and back to Orla. Orla has Mary Kate Smith here, picks it up right in front of us here in the stand. Back to Shola Donovan. Shola Donovan is fouled there. Taken quickly. Leona O'Sullivan has got Mary Kate Smith. No, it's Shannon Foley. Shannon is flying forward. Here is Roisin Smith. Roisin to Cora Joy. Cora. She had to let that ball go. Yeah. And is it going to be thrown? It's going to be free in. No, and that was a mistake there by Ballymac. They certainly didn't need to foul. No, they didn't, because Cora she knew herself she had made the mistake that she went for the second hop, so she had to let go of possession of the ball. So Emer Burke lines up a third time. Emer, will she get her team off the post, but it might work out. Mary Kate Smith out to Cora Joy. They're lining up for it, but Cora's pass into the hands of the Ballymac. I don't know how, Breda, but with 11 minutes gone, there's only 1 point on the board. It certainly hasn't been a boring game. No, it hasn't been a boring game, and we've had more goal chances than you'd see in majority of games, and that's only, 12 minutes into the game. So, neither side is actually taking their chances, it must be said. Cromane have had the world of chances. They could be well ahead here, but Ballymac are certainly weathering all storms and coming downfield and giving their backs a break now as they get the ball and get their hands on the ball. I think it's a free. Is it a free in? It's a free in, yeah. It's going to be a free in, and this possibly should be another point for Ballymac. Yeah, it's Sarah Scanlon. Certainly kickable. One I'd pop over myself, I hasten to add. PJ Reedy has just pulled one of his players over to have a little word to have advice of what to do for Cromane. Mary Kate Smith. Sarah Scanlon puts it over for the second point. Pops it over. And it's 2 points to no score in favour of Ballymac. The fantastic sporting family there. The Smiths, of course, Roisin already, Kerry Senior. Mary Kate certainly will be thereabouts the next couple of years, but her brother Liam is flying as well and won't be far off Kerry Senior standard as well himself in the next couple of years. Here is Mary Kate Smith. She's looking for her options now. She does the smart thing, leave it down, get forward herself. She doesn't see anyone moving inside. Leona O'Sullivan kicks it forward, looking for Roisin Griffin. Roisin picks it up. Excellent patience, but well read. And Emer Burke fouled. She does not foul. The free goes out. I thought it might have been a foul there, but anyway, Ballymac does have the ball. And here's Ashley O'Connell. Come forward, Ballymac. Through Rachel Griffin. Overcarried. That's the second or third time Ballymac have overcarried. Certainly leaving Cromane off a little bit as Orla Dunphy takes the free.
Yeah, they seem to be just falling apart there in the middle of the field. They're doing so well defensively in breaking down all these Cromane attacks and not letting Cromane in on goal. But it's as soon as they kind of seem to pass the halfway line, something seems to go just a disarray for Ballymac.
And it was an excellent run there by Emily Sullivan, but well cut out. I think it was Anna Collins that cut her out there, and he should get the ball back, Anna. Lovely quick hands though. Through the hands they come, Ballymac. Top of the D. Here's Rachel Creedon. Rachel Creedon. Goal for Ballymac. Ballymac only needed one chance, and they've raised the green flag. And that's a big goal, considering Cromane have had the chances in the first quarter. But it's 1-2 to no score in favour of Ballymac. And a well scored goal there. Rachel Creedon with a super run. But it all started all the way back here from Anna Collins.
And turnover in defence. But just as we were saying that there was a breakdown there, they actually worked at that time. And it was fast hands, as you were saying in commentary, and quick. And Rachel Crandon then took it on herself. And an excellent shot. Low and hard for any keeper to stop.
As Emily O'Sullivan passes it now to Roisin Griffin. Roisin Griffin goes onto her left foot. Is she going to have a shot? She is. And things not working out for Cromane in this first quarter of the game. Another wide there from Roisin Griffin. And things aren't working really at the moment for Cromane.
Yeah, no, they're not.
They seem to be maybe panicking a little bit, which is plenty of time to go in this game. 5 points is not a huge lead at any time in a ladies football match, but certainly with only quarter of an hour played.
No, definitely not. And even at that, for the chances Cromane have created, they are going to get one of them. So it's just a matter of time when they get it that it might actually open the floodgates a tiny bit for them.
Eve Creedon there just misses dropping the ball and turns the ball over. Ball picked up by Roisin Smith, and I think it might have been Orla Dunphy or maybe...
Yeah. No, it's 15.
It's Saoirse. No, it's Roisin Griffin. It's Roisin. Yeah. Just got a bit of a heavy challenge there as she got the ball there from Roisin Smith, and she shipped a heavy challenge, and it's going to be a free in for Cromane. It's 1-2 to no score with just about a quarter of an hour played.
I would have questioned the pass at the time because she was running parallel to her instead of ahead of her. If you're going for the attack, it's the head up and to see who's inside. Because she was going parallel to her, there was going to be a clash of bodies and stuff like that. So I think it's more a few bodies came together and clashed there. But I'd say she seems to be okay. And look, they have a free in from it. So I'm presuming Emer Burke...
she's taking
it herself.
Yeah,
it's over on the far side. So Emer Burke has stepped away from it, and...
It might be a quick one, she might go. The breeze is certainly favouring Ballymac now. It's picked up a little bit since the start of the game, and it's certainly blowing, heading towards the road of the ground, left to right as you're looking at it, as Roisin Griffin gave the ball and got it back, and another wide from Cromane. And things not going well now for Cromane at the moment, but they're up against it.
They just need that one score to go over, just to, I think, settle them a tiny bit. Because they've seen that they can create the chances, and I'd say they themselves can't believe that one of them hasn't gone in.
That's an excellent kick out there by Robin White to Aisling O'Connell, who carries forward. Tina Donnelly O'Connor. Back to Aisling O'Connell. Oh, that's going to be turned over. No, it's not just about.
I think both players took the eyes off the ball and were more worried about the player coming in.
Rachel Creedon. Rachel with a big run. We saw what her last run gave us. But that one, vital hand in by Cromane, and it's turned over. Pass forward, and Cora Joy going hard now to pick it up, and she does. Cora, back to Shannon Foley.
She's isolated.
Yeah, and she was heading back towards her own goal. She was looking for support, and in fairness to Shannon, she was looking for support, and it wasn't overly coming.
She got the free there, and okay. She's saying the referee's saying the jersey was pulled. That's what she's seen, but she was left isolated there and looked like to be in a spot of bother.
It very well could have been, because the defender was on the far side of us, so there could have been a pull that she saw that we didn't. Here's Roisin Smith. Roisin a big run forward, and she was held back there. There was a jersey, all right. The right arm held back, and Roisin takes it quickly. Shola Donovan out to the middle of the field to Shannon Foley, and here's Nisha Burke forward. Come Cromane. Nisha gets it back. Good run forward here from Emily Sullivan, and Emily has been creating a few big runs. The last solo, it might work out in her favour. She's still thereabouts, and it's still open play.
It's free out. Okay, this is where
She was off her feet,
She was off her feet when she went.
She played the ball when she was off her feet.
Off the ground. So it is a free out, but they are creating those gaps and those spaces. It's just the final execution is letting Cromane down.
Yeah, and it certainly isn't Roisin Smith. She's been everywhere for Cromane, in fairness. A big hand there. She almost turned it over. But excellent work by Ballymac. Forward comes Rachel Griffin. Has Tina Donnelly O'Connor outside, who gets it. Gives it onwards to Kate Collins. Cora Savage. Cora Savage is through on goal, you know. She punched it.
Oh,
I'm not sure, was she trying to put it over the bar, or was she looking for the backdoor cut?
She was looking for, there's a girl coming in there.
Yeah, the backdoor, I think, option
I think
there.
She was trying that, but she put too much force into it, so it just went out wide. She'd been better off just taking the shot herself and slotting it over the bar
but
to
in
keep
that
the
instance, she was
scoreboard.
probably in the better position herself there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you overthink it and try to be too clever.
But it just shows you the difference in style and tactics, because they've pulled Rachel Griffin out.
Edel Murphy's after being penalised for
taking too long.
Taking too long.
So that's an easy tap over free, and especially after they've had the wide there now, that just cancels out that wide they've just had.
It's going to be Sarah Scanlon, I imagine, who's going to take it. It is indeed. It is 1-2 to no score at the moment, with almost 20 minutes gone. This will make it, I imagine. 1-3 to no score. It is indeed. 6-point lead now for Ballymac.
Yeah, no, it's Ballymac. The difference in that, the fact that they've pulled Rachel Griffin out, it is creating space inside for girls to run in. Cromane, yes, they're making the runs above, they're getting the chances, but they're just not executing them.
Kick out taken short and quickly to Nisha Burke. Oh, collision there, but play goes on, and Edel Murphy moves out on away from goal. Very comfortable on the ball. Of course, Edel played most of her underage football and as youth as outfield player. She actually she only moved into goalkeeper the year she became an all-star at goalkeeper. Funnily enough,
that was true.
As Cromane comes forward, and Mary Kate Smith. Mary Kate carries forward. She's the advantage of a free, and she's going to get the free. The whistle's blown.
Now we'll see. Is it?
It's Roisin Griffin's going to go again with the left foot.
She went short the last time from this
the breeze
avenue.
Is significantly picked up. It's not an easy kick from out that far out. You're talking 40.
She is looking to see who is going to make the run for her.
She's outside the 40-metre arc, so it is not an easy kick. Taken to Leona O'Sullivan. It's back to Roisin Griffin, and Roisin takes the challenge and plays on. Here's Mary Kate Smith. Mary Kate moves inside, gets past one, has the shot, drops short though.
Yeah, it wasn't on her favoured right leg. You could see as soon as she kicked it that the strength wasn't behind it.
As Tina Donnelly O'Connor just still holds on to the ball. She wasn't going, not to the person she was aiming for, Anna Collins, but it's still Ballymac who get the ball, and it's Anna Collins now who gets it. Still forward here comes Jamie Lee O'Connor. Back to Jamie Lee. Well turned out, well read though by Cromane. Oh, Saoirse Harkin, she just soloed a bit too much there, and charging there by Saoirse Harkin, and that was a harsh one really, because there was the fact that she kind of miscontrolled the ball, that she ended up stretching.
And I know it's a rule that a lot can't understand in the ladies. I think there's a lot of ladies playing the game that don't understand it really, but it is a rule.
I know it's drawn a lot of controversy this year, as the inter-county players are getting more physically built up and strengthened, but the rules are the rules at this moment in time. As Cromane carry the ball out of defence, here's Orla Dunphy. Orla has someone on the right hand side there and finds it. It's Roisin Smith, gives to Shannon Foley. Up to Emily O'Sullivan. Well cut out there though.
You have to say Ballymacelligott's defence have done extremely well. They're getting the hand in, they're getting the blocks in, the overturns. Even like that there, that catch.
And Emer Burke is down hurt there. Cora Joy took a quick line ball there in looking for Emer, but it was well cut out, and it was 3-on-1 defenders inside and the attacker inside there anyway, so it was easily swept up, and Ballymac have their free through Anna Collins. The restart play. Driven forward. She has the advantage of a free if she wants it. Here's Una Kearns-Morrissey. Oh, that not exactly where she wanted it, but it'll work out okay for them. Here's Rachel Creedon. Lovely sidestep there. Jamie Lee O'Connor.
Yeah, took out Shannon Foley out of it.
Here's Sarah Scanlon. Patient display here by Ballymac. They have the lead. They don't need to rush anything. Here's Kate Collins. Here's Kate still on the ball. Oh, that one wide.
No, it's still in play.
It's still in play, you know. And well alert there by Cromane. And Cyan Corkery has the ball. Carries it out. Saoirse Harkin gives it through to Leona O'Sullivan. Leona.
Oh, she
well
did
played.
well there,
Excellent play. There was 4 Ballymac players around her there, and she found her way out through Shannon Foley. And here is Roisin Smith, the county player. What can she do? Carry the ball forward. She's got oceans of space on that right hand side, and she should use all of it.
But who's making the move inside for her to send? Oh,
a mistake there as it's turned over, and Eve Creedon doing very well to pick up the ball. It's still Eve Creedon. And she has her free there. She has a free out, which is taken quickly.
Oh, and Cromane haven't reacted, so we've 2 Ballymac players running down the field here.
Tina Donnelly O'Connor and Rachel Griffin. And there's a free there. A clever free, really. There, a clever foul by Cromane just to slow things down.
Yeah, it totally was, because Ballymacelligott had taken the free quickly inside, and Cromane hadn't reacted in time.
So here come Ballymac. Rachel Griffin. Aisling O'Connell. Excellent run, and still on the ball is Cora Savage. By Kate Collins to Tina Donnelly O'Connor. Tina's going to have a shot, and that one armlessly left and wide. 25 minutes on the clock, coming up to 25 and a half. It remains 1 goal and 3 points to no score, and it's it is unfortunate on Cromane because it doesn't really do them justice, the fact that they've no score on the board yet. They've had plenty chances. Yeah,
no, and some of their movements and some of the dummies they got to get those chances were unbelievable, but it's just that it hasn't registered on the board yet.
Here's Nisha Burke. Carries forward to Roisin Smith and back to Nisha Burke, who gives it back to Roisin Smith. Roisin Griffin. Leona O'Sullivan. All the way out to Emily O'Sullivan. Emily rounds one, gets the advantage of a free. They might as well have a shot here now. And a shot to nothing. Here's Cora Joy with an excellent run. Cora.
And she opens their scoring.
Have a white flag, I think.
Yes, we do. 26 minutes in.
Cora Joy, and no less than they deserve, really. No less than she deserves, because it's been, they've had plenty chances. And Cora opens the account for Cromane to make it 1-3 to 1 point.
But as we said earlier, that's only 5 points of a difference, and in ladies football that is considered very, very low, because in the space of 2 minutes you could have 2 goals in the back of the net.
That kick out is taken well, and it's aiming for Rachel Creedon, but it's Shannon Foley who gets there first, but not without fouling. I think there it's going to be a free to Ballymac.
Yeah, no, she thought she'd got away with it, but no. But it's how Ballymac answer, because yes, Ballymac have 1 goal and 3 points on the board. They've created chances, but they actually haven't taken as many chances and shots as Cromane have on the other side.
Or they've been far more efficient. Yeah. As Ballymac carry the quick free and carry forward. Excellently done here by Jamie Lee. To Roisin Raleigh. Sarah Scanlon. In front of goal and wide. Well, I was about to say no mistake, but unfortunately for her, there was a mistake. It was just right and wide. The umpires, of course, perfectly positioned to see it. And again,
she just pulled on it too much for the angle that she was coming in across at, and just pulled it out wide. But yes, Cromane have had their chances, but Ballymac have as well. Like that's by my accounts, that's their 5th wide.
It's in the second quarter, particularly, they've missed a few chances. As Saoirse Harkin gives the ball to Shola Donovan. Shannon Foley's ahead of her and gives it to her. Shannon Back to Shola Donovan. Leona Sullivan looking for Emer Burke, but the sideline might win that one. It does indeed.
It does.
It's going to be a line ball to Ballymac.
Yes. Yeah, nobody had gone to actually take it from Ballymac.
There were no rush now. Linesman Morris Murphy is telling her to go back into position as it's taken and received by Jamie Lee O'Connor. Into trouble there, but she got out of it fair play to her. Did excellent work there as Ballymac. A lovely chip pass forward. Eve Creedon finds Anna Collins off to the left, and here's Ashley O'Connell. Actually, he's doing a Cairns Morrissey. Onto the right foot. That one isn't, but it's dropping into dangerous territory. And Adele Murphy has left herself wide open. Excellent by Roisin Smith. Excellent.
She just got a hand back there to put it out for 45.
Yeah. Alive to the danger. That one was going to bounce into the net only for Roisin Smith.
Yeah, it looked very much like that it was heading that direction, that you give the 45 rather than take the chance of it bouncing the wrong way.
It's going to be 45. And it's going to be Sarah Scanlon to take it. She's going to look for someone to receive a short one. She might even go backwards.
No, she's going to kick it. Ooh.
Yeah, never not the rise out of it really. It's going to be Shannon Foley who collects it back there, and Nisha Burke, who've linked in well together, the two of them really. And that's the half-time whistle. Yeah. It's a little early for my count, and by my counting there.
But by the clock over on the wall as well, but we'll say nothing.
Yeah, and my own clock just is hitting 30 now, but it's as good a time as any to break as Cromane are coming out of defence. But it remains at the half-time whistle. It is Ballymacelligott 1 goal and 3. It's Cromane 1 point. Join us back for the second half. Hopefully we will have as exciting a second half as we had the first, with hopefully a few more scores to add in top of it. Welcome back to Paddy Buck Memorial Park. Cromane have made their way out onto the field, as you can see, and Ballymac are just about emerging from the dressing rooms now, as it is Ballymac that lead by a goal and 3 points to 1 point at half time of this Bon Secours County Junior A final for 2025. Ballymac have a big crowd of support here around us, and they've been very vocal indeed as the team come out onto the field and make their way to their positions for the second half. I don't see any change as yet, but we'll keep our eyes open to it anyway for the time being. But it doesn't look like Cromane certainly haven't made a change in their team, and it looks like Ballymac are fairly same as they went in. So it's as we were for the start of the second half.
It really is if Cromane can get something in the first few minutes, just to put a bit of buzz into it as well. But they had so many chances, and it's just to settle them. Because I think if they got one of those goal chances, we would have seen a lot more out of Cromane. But Ballymacelligott need to steady up as well. On the other side, they had a few bad wides there towards the end of the first half that would have widened that gap between them at half time.
Yeah, I mean, Cromane had pretty much a nightmare in the first half there, and desperately in front of goal, but they still only trailed by 5 points. It's 1-3 to a point as Grania Sands throws the ball in time for the second half, and is, as like the first half, it is Cromane that win it, and Roisin Smith sisters both there for the throw in, as Roisin carries the ball, takes the free, and back to her sister Mary Kate. Oh, Mary Kate's mistake there, but she does well to win the ball back, does she? No, well, there's a bit of a ruck forming here, and the referee left it go as long as possible, but it's going to be thrown up into the air. Mary Kate Smith there just looking ahead, taking her eye off the ball for a second, and a mistake she won't be happy with, but she has the chance to redeem herself here for the throw-in.
Just holding her elbow there a tiny bit since she's come out of that little bit of a ruckus, so I just hope she hasn't. Maybe she just jarred it, that she hasn't badly injured it.
She'll be up against Rachel Griffin here, and that ball is going to fall in favour of Ballymac and Rachel Griffin. A big hand in there by Shannon Foley, but Tina Donnelly O'Connor did very well there to carry forward out of danger. Here's Jamie Lee O'Connor. Oh, was there a charge there? She got away with one there, I think, but as Roisin Rahilly goes forward, she went to ground quickly there, and it's going to be a free in there. She's fouled eventually, but we saw one charge given against Cromane in the first half. I thought they might have got one in their favour in the second.
Roisin Smith just blocked her as she tried to take a quick free there, so it actually has been moved in for Ballymacelligott. So it's into the hands of Sarah Scanlon now, I'd say, to try slot it over. But it was the Ballymacelligott were trying to slip in a fast free kick, and Roisin Smith said, no, hang on a second, you're not doing that.
And it's going to work out okay for Cromane, I think, because that's gone. No, it's gone over the bar. The breeze just about pulled it in.
It just pulled it in. Sarah Scanlon, she's taking their frees all along, so that settles her down now, and because she had missed one just before the halftime break as well.
So Edel takes one quickly there, Edel Murphy, as Cromane. Can they create something as they find themselves now 6 points behind? Orla Dunphy back
it's Roisin Smith over
to
there.
Roisin Smith, yeah. On the left touchline, bringing it in now to Orla Dunphy. And there's a collision there, but no charging as by Mary Kate Smith. Play goes on. Here's Roisin Smith. Roisin is going to have Emily O'Sullivan on her right. She gets it now. Looking for Roisin Griffin, who gets it. Roisin tries to turn inside and is fouled by Una Kearns-Morrissey there. And it's going to be possibly the most kickable free she's had. She's had a couple of them, but they've been kicking into the breeze there for the first half. The breeze, whatever breeze there is in their favour now, Cromane. And it does certainly favour a left-footed kicker, so Roisin Griffin is going to have this one, and I hope I haven't put the commentator's curse on her.
But no, earlier on her two other ones were further out as well, like this is closer in, and still a few march, and
just
going
left and right.
You did put the curse on.
Yeah. And considering she's a first cousin of mine, that one is going to be one they're going to pay for, I think.
So if she looks back on this, you're in trouble.
And there's it's going to be one off there for Ballymac as they still lead by 6. It's 1-4 to a point. taken by Robin White, kick out.
Well held.
And foul there taking place as Emily O'Brien there was fouled. But the kick out won by Cyan Cockery to Roisin Smith. Here's Emer Burke coming a little bit deeper to get her hands on the ball. Mary Kate Smith now. And she's a teammate is wide open on the left hand side, but Mary Kate carries forward. And here, looking for Leona O'Sullivan and just not going where it needs to go.
Yeah, look, it's just when it's not going your way, it's not going your way. The thought was there, and it was the right thought. That Leona O'Sullivan had floated in across in front of the goal and to send the ball into her. It's just the pass was just overcooked. Yeah,
they might just need to generate one or two simple scoring chances here. As here might be one of them, as Emily O'Sullivan turns over the kick out, and here's Emer Burke with a shot, and that's a super score, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered there. Emer Burke getting her side's second score of the game, the first and second half, and a few more of those, and Cromane will find themselves right back in the middle of this game again.
Yeah, because she actually did hesitate to go take the pass to a player that was outside here on the wing, and she saw the space and she just went, no, do you know what? Go myself, and she backed herself, so that might actually steady a few nerves for them now.
Yeah, well, Emer Burke would be one of their, let's say, more reliable distance kickers. She's the right person really to put into that position as Ballymac kick out, and Rachel Griffin does find Anna Collins, and Ala is turned over, and Cromane are generating a small bit of momentum now. Here's Roisin Griffin with her right foot. Here's Cora Joy, and there's a bit of a battle emerging. And it's a free out. I think it was touched on the ground there by Cora Joy, played in the ground. As Rachel Creedon gives the ball forward to Kate Collins. And Kate Collins goes to ground there. I thought she dived as well. Well spotted there by Grania Sands. I thought she went to ground a bit easy when she fell out of... and I think that's a great decision actually there by Grania Sands.
Yeah,
she overcarried the ball.
Spot on, like in fairness.
And there's there's contact. Well, that certainly wasn't a dive by Shola Donovan. She was certainly brought to ground. And a pass does not go in her favour, but Orla Dunphy does very well there to pick it up in front of the stand here. And Roisin Smith carries forward. Roisin Smith back onto her right foot. Excellent turn there by Roisin Griffin. Roisin Griffin turns in to her left. And that one might work out, you know.
The keeper's got us now.
Cora Joy and the goalkeeper. Cora wins it. And is there a charge? Well,
no,
the referee says play on. It's turned over though by Ballymac. And Anna Collins got the ball out. Another big hand in there, but it is turned over. Excellent hand in there. Is it Nisha Burke? Maybe, who's down hurt. She got a hand in there to turn the ball over and got a late tackle / push. To win her side a free.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to work out who it is. No, Nisha Burke is on her feet back here. It might be
Shannon Ryan.
Shannon Foley.
No, Shannon Foley's
also
here.
on her feet here, yeah. Can't quite see who it is over there. But
no, we
she's
spoke
just getting a
about
bit of attention
throughout the first half that getting that 1 point might actually lift, or getting that one score. And I think that score from Emer Burke has put a bit of life back into Cromane, especially there in those last 2 minutes.
There's certainly a bit of belief there now in the last 5 minutes. Still can't see who's down there. She's well being looked after anyway. There's a couple around her. And it is Leona O'Sullivan who took the tackle. It was her who won the ball back for her side. This will be an ambitious one for Emer Burke. It's 42 or 3 metres out.
No, she's looking for the kick inside.
Yeah, and she's going to find it too. As Roisin Griffin turns inside, and Roisin has a chance now. Roisin into trouble. They have really swarmed out Roisin Griffin. Every time she got the ball, there's 2 or 3 people around her, and she is swarmed up again as Ballymac can come out now to Jamie Lee O'Connor, who gives the ball and gets it back. But it's turned over. Roisin Smith gave the ball to her sister and got it back there, Roisin, and gives it now to her sister Mary Kate.
That was played out in the backyard numerous times.
Absolutely, as Cyan Cockery gets involved, and here's Mary Kate Smith. Emer Burke now, and Mary Kate has a chance, and it's over the bar. That's exactly what Cromane needed. Mary Kate, Roisin Smith, Cyan Cockery, Emer Burke all involved there as Mary Kate pops the ball over the bar.
Yeah, no, and that was from Ballymacelligott had broken them down and were clearing their lines, and it was just a loose pass in the middle of the field, and we spoke about that in half time, in the first half. Ballymac, their possession of the ball seems to break down in the middle of the field.
Well, they're kick out taken and working the ball out there through Keelan Inright as they come up the right hand side. Rachel Griffin now carries, trying to find opposition territory. They find it now. Eve Creedon, Cora Savage to Rachel Creedon. They're at the edge of the 40 metre arc there, and it's a ball put in, and it could go anywhere, but Rachel Edel Murphy does very, very well there to do, but she's getting in a bit of trouble now and a bit of traffic, but excellent work by the Cromane defence. They sense danger and they're going to get the ball out through Shola Donovan. Nisha Burke. That's something I said a few times today. Shola Donovan to Nisha Burke. They've really linked in well together. Here's Cyan Corkery. Excellent run by Cyan.
It's both wing backs for Cromane.
She's very comfortable on the ball, isn't she?
And here we go, Roisin Smith. It's one corner wing back to another.
Kicked by Emer Burke. I think she was looking for Roisin Griffin, but miskicked it, undercut it, and it's cut out by Ballymac. Into danger goes Keelan Inright, but excellent work there, and Rachel Griffin gets it to Anna Collins. Anna rounds her marker and comes now to Una Creedon, and Anna Collins gets it back up the right hand side. Goes Ballymac. Here's Cora Savage. Right, looking for Kate Collins. Kate Collins has got Roisin Rahilly running forward, through on goal now. Is that a penalty? Play on, says the referee, and it's a free out.
Management on the Ballymac bench are not happy
I
at
wouldn't mind seeing a replay, but it certainly was.
Roisin is still down. She's not up
and it certainly happened in the penalty area.
Yeah.
You couldn't argue there was a play on the ball to give the free out, but it was the play before that.
It was the play before that, and Roisin is still down getting treatment inside, so something did happen inside. So look, the referee doesn't have the advantages of playback and everything like that, but if this comes down to...
And look, she's a lot closer than we were, so we can only take her word for it as Leona O'Sullivan carries forward to Emily O'Sullivan, back to Leona. Here's Roisin Griffin to Emer Burke, and that's over the bar by Emer Burke. They're starting to motor well now, and they're only a goal behind. Come on.
Yeah, and like we've 20 minutes still left on the clock here, so they are timing it well, as the fellow would say, for coming back into the game.
Yeah, they have the breeze in the second half. No, it's not very significant, but whatever breeze is blowing is favouring Cromane, and that should help them this evening. There's a collision there in the middle of the field, and play is allowed to go on. It's going to be Rachel Creedon that gets the ball for Ballymac and carries it into the Cromane half. Rachel still on the ball. Now passes to Roisin Rahilly. She's back up and back, seems to be back to 100%. Roisin looking for Cora Savage, and Cora runs into...
she felt that.
I didn't think there was much of a foul there either, but Cora takes it quickly, and Jamie Lee O'Connor has the ball 30 plus metres out from goal. Jamie Lee, there's a jersey pull there, well spotted there by Grania Sandswell. It was nice and close to her, and the free is going to be gratefully accepted there by Ballymac.
Yeah, I think Jamie Lee had decided I'm not shooting myself.
Yeah, they took the advantage and took the free that was on offer to them there, as Sarah Scanlon, I imagine, is going to have this shot. It is indeed Sarah. So it was 1-3 to a point at half time. It became 1-4 to a point shortly after half time, and there's been a few scores for Cromane, but we have a response now from Ballymac to put them back to 4 points ahead.
Yeah, no.
And by my count, she has 4 free scored already.
Yeah, she definitely has. But she is their main free taker, and she was the difference between the two sides last year when they met in that semi-final.
A big kick out there by Edel Murphy. Well, it was dropped into the half-back line of Roisin Smith and Shannon Foley, but it was turned over, and Aisling O'Connell now carries the ball forward to Kate Collins. Kate Collins gives it to Tina Donnelly O'Connor, and Kate Collins has it back, and is there a free? It looked like an overcarrying gesture there by the referee, but maybe there was a couple of frees put together there. It seems a strange hand gesture there, but it results in a free.
It's another free for Sarah.
Sarah Scanlon, yeah. And Ballymac will be happy with this because they've been under a small bit of pressure.
But if she puts this over, it gives breathing room. No,
I don't
wide.
think that's gone over. Yeah, that's a wide, and a bad wide there by Sarah Scanlon. It remains a 4-point game, 1-5 to 4 points, 13.5 minutes gone in the second half.
Yeah, I was about to say it would give breathing room between the two sides again, but the way Cromane have come out in the second half, they're putting more of a battle in.
And that's a big armoury to have, the big kick out there by Del Murphy, but it was misread by the defence and it's turned over. As it's carried forward. Oh, I think that was Rachel Creedon.
Yeah.
That was turned over.
She was more eyeing up what she was going to do with the ball than actually concentrating on the ball.
And here's Mary Kate Smith. She has to bring the ball with her if she wants to get the ball down the field. Here's Mary Kate now. Rachel Griffin for company as well as Roisin Rahilly. Mary Kate carries further again and carries on. Mary Kate, but over carries it. Yeah, the ball went above head height there and she took an extra couple of steps. And there's a Ballymac player down just receiving a small bit of attention there. I think it looks like it might be Unicorns Morrissey. And that's going to slow things down and just allow water to get onto the field. And it's certainly needed this afternoon because it's warm out there, considering the mid-October afternoon we have.
Fair enough, the flag's on the opposite side of the field. There is a slight little bit of a movement in them, even the one down at the gate. But the ones along here, along the stand side, there isn't a flicker really on them. So that wind that had built up again in the first half has died off again.
Yeah, it seems to be coming in stages. It's never more than a small bluster, but it's certainly in favour of the team playing towards the road end, the dressing room end of the ground.
Look, we're gone in the 15th minute, so we're into the final quarter, so it really is.
Quarter of an hour to go.
Yeah.
But that one is turned over and it's wide open here. I think she gets away with it though, the goalkeeper Robin White, because you don't have that protection in front of your own goal that you have normally in your small square. When you're that far out, you're an outfield player. Yeah,
you're an outfield player, and I would question why she was out there, especially when you had another free Ballymac defender standing in front of the goal. But she went out to be involved in that free kick that was being taken out, so we'll just have another stoppage here now while she seems to be getting a bit of attention. She's holding the top of her head, so I don't know, did she get a belt? Yes,
we have Maureen Duffy, the captain of the Cromane side, who missed out on the start of today's game. She is getting ready to come on, and that possibly was always on the plan to get her to play the last quarter at least. Linesman here, John Purcell, has the flag up just to indicate the substitution will be made. But Maureen is a big addition back into the team.
Who will make way for her is the question.
In fairness to Nisha Burke, that took her place in the starting team, certainly has been played excellent well. But it's Emily O'Sullivan that's going to come on, and it's possibly that she needs to be further up the field than where she would have normally lined out, Maureen. And it's can she bring something to the table for Cromane, where it's badly needed. They trail by 4 points. It's 1-5 to 4. There's also another sub getting ready for Cromane, Mary Ellen. It's like Mary Ellen McDonald in a way.
Yeah, Mary. You know them before you even look up the name, like.
I do. Many of these, having been PRO of my own club for so long and chairman now, I've been watching a lot of these players since they were 8 years old, 9 years old. I know them all right. As she's going to take the place of Orla Burke, who is making her way to the sideline. So we'll restart with a Ballymac free out. It goes back to the goalkeeper and restarted all the way back to Roisin Rahilly. And they're playing a lot of football in their own area there, and that's not something that's too clever to do when you're trying to clear your lines.
And in fairness to the referee, she has been sticking to that all game long with the overcarrying. She's
been nothing but consistent, in fairness, scoring stands today so far. As Emer Burke, she missed a few in the first half. Can she get her? Yes, she can indeed get the free kick.
And it has G'd her up by the looks of her outside there.
She has 2 from play already, Emer. She missed a few frees there in the first half when nothing was going their way. But she does get Cromane's 5th point, and it's back to a goal game, 1-5 to 5 points.
Yeah, and see, that was a silly mistake by Ballymac now, in that it was overcarried. It wasn't as actually they had fouled anyone.
Yeah,
it was a defensive error.
Unforced
error should have been cleared.
Yeah, as Jamie Lee O'Connor now tries to get the ball out. Well, she's going to get to the Roisin Rahilly, the taliswoman. And excellently done there to find Anna Collins. Anna Collins gives it forward to Jamie Lee O'Connor. Out to goal scorer Rachel Creedon. Gives it to the player in space. That player is Eve Creedon. Back to Aisling O'Connell. And Ballymac just trying to take a small bit of the sting out of it and just calm that momentum that's been built by Cromane. As well, there's a foul there. They win their free, and that's going to allow them to get another attack. But as you can see, they're out on the right hand side now. Eve Creedon now is turned over well.
And it's a free out.
And I think that's Maureen Duffy that was there in the turnover.
Yeah, it was indeed.
First possession for her. Back to Del Murphy, as you said. Experienced veteran there, goalkeeper. An all-star 15 years ago for Kerry.
Walking into trouble there. And needs to move it
and
quick.
Excellent by Adele Murphy to get out of trouble. She doesn't need. Excellent work by Adele Murphy, in fairness. I mean, unbelievable.
And she never panicked.
Unbelievable hands in possession and feet in possession. As Shola Donovan gets into a little bit of bother, but she gets her way out of it also. As Leona O'Sullivan finds Cora Joy. What can Cora do? Cora's fouled on the 45-metre line. This game is starting to simmer a small bit and to start getting a bit excited.
Just a tiny bit. We're coming up close to the 19th minute. So there is just that goal between the sides. So it really is. It could be anyone's.
Taken by Leona O'Sullivan to Roisin Griffin. Roisin Griffin is fouled. There's an advantage coming. She gives it back to Leona. Leona to Emer Burke. Back to Roisin Griffin. And Roisin Griffin the umpire gives the nod to the man under the white flag, gets herself on the scoreboard, and it's a 2-point game all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And that's Roisin Griffin's first score of the game.
Yeah, no, and they when Cromane work together like that, they're making it look a lot easier than Ballymac. Ballymac are just that bit laboursome with their pass. Yeah,
and Emily O'Brien was a bit picked out there on her own there, and she was a small bit caught and swarmed out by Cromane players. As Cyan Corkery gives the ball through Mary Kate Smith to Shola Donovan. Actually, Shannon Foley.
Yeah.
Shannon Foley to Shola Donovan yet again. Back to Shola, and Cora Savage putting her on a lot of pressure, but too much pressure according to our match referee.
Hands on the back. It's in one sense it's the easiest free to give away, and plus it's the hardest one not to do. It
often happens in front of the stand as well when the crowd start getting up there, and physicality will increase. But it's turned over there.
There was a clash of heads there.
There was,
so I think
the ball dropped.
It was accidental clash of heads there.
I think it's Cora Savage on one side.
Yeah.
I can't see who's on the Cromane side.
Yeah, so there will be a few minutes now, but I see Anna Marie Donoghue and PJ Reedy on there straight away to the Cromane girls, just talking to them. It's Cora Joy and Roisin Griffin.
We have a sub coming on for Ballymac as well. It's Grania Galvin who was due to start this game, and she comes on for the other cornerback on the starting team, Una Kearns-Morrissey. So it's a number 2 on, number 4 off for Ballymac. And
Una did get a bit of treatment there a while ago, so I wonder, is that down to that?
Very possibly.
Both players here are up. So
they're up on their
good.
feet, and Una Kearns-Morrissey has made her way to the sideline, replaced by Grania Galvin.
Yeah, and it's Roisin Larnley, clever. It's experience. She stood with the ball in her hands, so they have possession of the restart.
Well, I suppose the ball, it was stopped with Ballymac in possession, so it'll restart with Ballymac in possession. And it won't be Ballymac in possession for long as she kicks the ball into space, and Shannon Foley picks the ball up.
Even her manager on the sideline, Stephen O'Brien, has thrown his hands in the air as to what we're doing with that.
And they come all the way back to Cromane, to their own 45, as they work their way across the field and up the left-hand side. Maureen Duffy to Roisin Smith. Great pace by Roisin Smith as well. You can see the county standard in her. Roisin back to Maureen Duffy. Looking for Mary Kate Smith. under a bit of pressure, but she found her player nonetheless. And that one not finding her player, not finding where she wanted to go. Turned over there by
Rahilly.
Tina Donnelly O'Connor. And Roisin Rahilly and Tina Donnelly O'Connor were just in the ball. And lovely hands there by Orla Dunphy, dispossessing. And she's under a bit of pressure here, but she has her free. Does Aisling O'Connell. And it's going to be Ballymac free. There is 9 minutes to play, plus substantial enough injury time, I would imagine. There'll be 3 or 4 minutes.
Linesman is calling. Yeah, the linesman is calling in.
Yeah, there's certainly some conversation between John Purcell and Grania Sands, and I see Jason O'Brien, the fourth official, is down here in front of us as well. So there's a full team of officials here, and they spotted something.
It's between 2 players inside there, yeah. The ref has spoken to them. Nothing more has been done at the moment, but
it's Marielle McDonnell and Kate Collins. I think they got the word spoken to there. There's an advantage of a free coming for Ballymac there. As Keelan Enright was fouled, she gives the ball to Aisling O'Connell. Aisling carries forward into the Cromane half. Under a bit of pressure now, but a lovely sidestep. Still has the ball.
yeah.
The ball drifted off for Cromane, and there's 4 or 5 Cromane players there in a very small cluster. That means there must be 3 or 4 Ballymac players free. Oh, there's a small bit too much just on the hand there was Nisha Burke. She almost had it perfect, but it's restarted there by Ballymac, and Rachel Griffin gives the ball left to Rachel Creedon, back to Cora Savage now, and Cora juggled with it.
She did well to hold on to it.
Yeah, and Tina Donnelly O'Connor now. Here's Rachel Griffin. Rachel Griffin has got Rachel Creedon in space. Rachel Creedon looking for goal.
Oh, into the keeper's hands.
Yeah, not enough. It was too central, really. Dale Murphy didn't have an awful lot to do to get there, but she alive to it nonetheless, as she does come out with the ball and feeds Roisin Smith up the left flank, looking for Cyan Cockery. Cyan outright to Leona O'Sullivan. Can Cromane punish the miss there by Ballymac? Here's Roisin Griffin. Roisin Griffin might be turned over there by Anna Collins. She is, but no, fouled in the process, and it's a free in.
Okay, look, as we spoke earlier, she is being religious on the pushing and everything like that.
Yeah.
And as she was going in for the ball, there was a slight push there. So it is a free in. We'll see now. Does she go short? Yes, she does. And into the same player again. Into Griffin.
Looking for Roisin Griffin. Well, there was a call for steps there by Ballymac, and that could be a super score.
Wide.
No, just right and wide. Disappointing there for Emer Work, but a great effort all the same.
Yeah, it was worth the shot and worth the chance, but it's just you would wonder for when Emer Burke decides to take those frees short, she's always looking for Roisin Griffin, and Ballymac have not done anything to counter that. They've not put anyone in front of Roisin Griffin to stop the ball going into her, and she does seem to be the one that's causing the most threat inside. Oh! And
that one is going to be working out in Cromane's favour. I think it still should be a line ball to Cromane nonetheless, because it was Eve Creedon that put that ball out.
Yeah.
Ooh, into pressure, but Roisin Smith does well there. Roisin still has the ball. Oh, into traffic, but Mary Kate Smith does carry it, and she's fouled. Excellent run forward there by Roisin Smith, and she really is, you can
see the difference.
Yeah,
you can
exactly
just see that she's running, and there's
and you can say the same with Roisin Rahilly on the other side. Yeah,
on the other side, that when she bursts through the centre, you can see that just that level of difference. But we'll see now. This is Roisin Griffin now standing over this.
Yeah, with her left.
Slightly further out from the last one that she did point. So we'll just see now if she manages to slot this over to put it back to just a 1 point game.
Well, it's on target. Is it long enough?
Yes,
it is indeed.
It is.
It's a 1 point game, as you say, Breda, and it is 1-5 to 7 points.
Yeah, 25 minutes gone in the second half, so it's a bit like the semi-final last year, I think.
Kick out taken.
Oh, well done.
There's the foul, and the crowd are getting a bit worked up now, but it's a 1 point game now. It's getting a little bit heated as Jamie Lee O'Connor carries into a bit of space now. And she'll have Grania Galvin to her right. Grania just came on a minute ago, and she's after coming right into this game. Well, the ball was just lost for a moment, and it's turned over. Lost there by Tina Donnelly O'Connor, and it was turned over. And here's Maureen Duffy. She has made a big difference since she came on, in defence especially.
Yeah, she seems to be just holding back there. She's not getting too involved in a lot of the play.
Shola Donovan gives it to Leona O'Sullivan. Forward to Mary Kate Smith. To Roisin Griffin. Roisin turns inside. Hand pass, looking for Mary Kate. Oh! I thought it was going to ripple the net.
But look, it is level matters. It is level matters.
Yeah, that could have been a winner.
She did have the chance to slot that home, I do think.
We were all square. And that was excellent there by Roisin Griffin, because she slowed things down and she stepped in and took on two players before finding the tall player Mary Kate Smith and gave her the exact pass she wanted. That high ball where only she could win it. Excellent kick out there by Robin White, finding Anna Collins, taken to Scanlon. It's going to go straight into the awaiting arms of her Cromane player though, and here comes Shannon Foley out with Roisin Smith. We haven't much time left in the clock. I actually think the clock over the scoreboard has been stopping and starting, because my clock is over by 30, is on 30 minutes, so we're in 31.
So is mine, so it probably has been stopping when the ref stops.
We have probably 2.5 minutes of play left to go.
And it's a free in to Cromane.
And it's a free in. Well, I think we must finish on the day. I'm just looking through the programme here. Let's see what the rules are. But results on the day, extra time if required.
We won't talk about extra time
followed by 25-metre free kicks. We could be here for the night.
There's another game in Austin Stacks later on.
Well, it'll take something to separate them, Breda, because as it stands, it's 8 points for Cromane, 1-5 for Ballymac.
But you have to say the impetus is with Cromane.
And the clock is stopped, just to confirm, So with 27:53 on the clock here in the ground. So 2 minutes and 7 seconds of time to go.
I think did one of the Ballymacelligott players get a yellow card for that?
It looks like the captain as well, Aisling O'Connell. There was a yellow card given. With great thanks to our assistants in front of us here, Breda.
Yeah, only for them.
Oh, what's going on? Isn't she happen twice?
Yeah, it's not called child labour. They're enjoying the game.
I think she hopped the ball twice here, and that's another unforced error for Ballymac. And Emer Burke has the ball 45.5 metres out from goal. There is a Cromane player down, getting a bit of attention as well. It looks maybe it's Cora Joy. I'm trying to see.
I think she was still getting treatment from the last free in there over on that side. It's Marion Duffy's come out to take that.
And Maureen did take it and give it back to Roisin Smith, and back now to Maureen, to Mary Kate, in to Roisin Griffin. Roisin is turned over though, Ian Creedon with a great hand. Excellent hand in though, the other way by Mary Kate Smith.
And she did right. Roisin Griffin was calling for it. I think Leona Sullivan was calling for it, but no, it's slow it down again and we rebuild again.
Well, will they try and hold on to possession here and wait with a few seconds left on the clock to see can they kick a winner? The last thing they want is turn the ball over now, because there wouldn't be time for any responding score should they concede one.
It's into the hands of Roisin Griffin.
Roisin is looking again for height, but it falls into Cora Savage's hand. It's turned over. Now it's Ballymac that will probably have. No, Roisin wins it back. Excellent by Roisin Griffin.
Leona Sullivan. Oh no, off the post. It's still in play. No, but she's been given a free in, I think she's been given a free in, and this is where the role reversal of last year is in the semi-final. I think they were level, and it came down to Sarah Scanlon standing over a free, and Ballymacelligott won it. So I'm not too sure. Has she given a free in there? Because the ball hadn't gone out of play.
But it's not a head injury. She didn't have to stop the ball. Otherwise, it looks like cramp there by Leona O'Sullivan.
So I think maybe she's saying that she was fouled as she was kicking the ball or something like that.
I see Maggie Quirk getting ready to come on as well.
So Leona O'Sullivan had taken the shot and it just came
Maggie's
off the
going to come on for Cora Joy. That's no surprise. She was getting treatment there. Maggie, of course, the daughter of John Joe Quirk, the fantastic and All-Ireland winning multiple-time handballer up there from Coomasaharan Lake.
So,
as
how
she
does
comes
this
on.
work now? The clock is actually stopped at 30. So we
have no hooter, I don't think.
No, not as far as I know. We've
Unless
no
it's going to be like it happened to me the last time, one goes off behind my back and nearly knocks me out of the stand. But I don't think there is one. But the player that was down there, Leona O'Sullivan, is in a bit of trouble. Yeah, she's in spot of bother. They have made 3 subs only, so they can bring on another player.
Yeah.
It looks.
Ooh.
Avine O'Donovan looks like ready to be coming on here. Number 2, she didn't start the game. But certainly.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate end to for anyone to have to come off. And she had been playing well. So I do believe it's Roisin Griffin now standing over this. She's asking the referee where it's taken from. Referees making the Ballymacelligott players go back.
I think I see Jason O'Brien just telling the Ballymac manager there is a minute left.
Yeah, so 2 is coming on here, but she has to wait until this free is taken now. But I presume she's coming on for Leona.
Well, it's advantage Cromane.
It's advantage Cromane.
We're told there's a minute left. We haven't been told, but we're reading the signals that there's a minute left as Roisin Griffin gives Cromane the lead. By my clock, there's 35 minutes on the clock, but there has been no play there for the last number of minutes. Avine O'Donovan is just ready to come on here.
I presume that is for 9, who had Leonie O'Sullivan, who had been injured there in that last passage of play. So we do have another sub here on Ballymac. It's number 17, Lisa Curran is coming on. Can't see who the board has put up. It's number 15. Number 15 is making way up there for.
That's Kate
Ballymac.
Collins, I think. I'm just trying to see my score. Yeah, it is Kate Collins.
So we're playing on. We'll see if Ballymac can get anything out of this.
Well, there's no whistle just yet. It's going to be thrown up, I think.
The ball's going to be thrown up.
But
Mary Kate Smith has gone in first, and Rachel Griffin.
And I must be saying, it is 8 points to 2 in the second half in favour of Cromane. It really has been a phenomenal effort there. But it's Ballymac. Can they create something to force extra time in this game, or even win it? Here's Tina.
They've had trouble all.
It's all over. And as you can see, Cromane are the Ballymacelligott County Junior A champions for 2025. Cromane win it. There is joy and huge joy for Cromane. They have been knocking at the door for years to win this competition. They're finally over the line. Sympathies to Ballymac. They have come through the ranks there. They won Junior C 3 or 4 years ago. They won Junior B since. But the Cromane team certainly worth their win. They've been phenomenal for the second half. Breda, we have a player of the match to pick.
We do.
And in fairness, it could be from either side. Both teams played unbelievably well.
Both teams gave it with their hearts.
Before you tell us who we picked, you might go through a few. I might, for myself, certainly. Shannon Foley, their centre back, was fantastic for Cromane. Cyan Corkery went on the ball. Even young Nisha Burke, got in a Del Murphy who. When you thought she was under pressure and she thought there was a problem brewing, she was as cool as a breeze. But and Mary Kate Smith, it must be said, was absolutely phenomenal. Showed maturity beyond her years. On the
Ballymac side, you had Rachel Griffin, Sarah Scanlon with her free taking. Jamie Lee O'Connor was okay at centre back, but Roisin Rahilly for her diving runs, and Rachel Creedon, of course, for her goal and that move that time. That just gave Ballymac that breathing space. But it just goes to show you 2 different halves in a game. If Cromane had taken 1 or 2 chances that they had in the first half, it would have made it slightly easier for them heading into that second half. But they came out and they never gave up, even though they had missed everything and only scored 1 point in that first half. So for me, Cromane, the heart that they drove with all day, and the main player who I think who did show that heart the most and drove at everything was their number 7, Roisin Smith.
Roisin Smith, our official and player of the match for today's Ballymacelligott Junior A Championship final. Congratulations to Cromane, commiserations to Ballymac. They'll surely be there about for next year again. But as you can see, we will leave you here in Pettyburke and Warrior Park to huge joy and jubilation by Cromane. But from Breda O'Shea, from myself, Aidan Clifford, and from Tom Hannafin on camera, we bid you good evening, and join us again, it must be said, for this evening's intermediate game with Diarmid and Mort, or myself and Dennis tomorrow for the senior final. But for now, we bid you good evening.